Hello and welcome back to our continued exploration or re-exploration of the 2006 7-day roguelikes. Today we're looking at a game that was called Happy Hunting by Jude Hungerford. Why was called? Well, it took me some time to track down the game, and that is because it is going these days by a different name. It's called ARID. Apparently ARID stands for, it's an acronym for Another Roguelike in Development. And I think I can attest to the in development part in the sense that there are parts of the game, having played through it a couple times, that feel somewhat unpolished or incomplete. One of those, incidentally, is that I had to restart the game like several times to get it to work. For some reason, sometimes after you finish a game and you restart it, it pops up with a blank screen, and it happened like 3 or 4 times before finally it popped up with the initial "How shall I address you?" phrase. I also was recording a video for this a few seconds ago, or at least I started to. It began with "How shall I address you?" I typed in a name, and then it picked up from my previous save game. So apparently you can change the name of your character between bouts, and it won't even matter, even if you're continuing the same game you were already playing. Anyways, what can I tell you about ARID / Happy Hunting? It is definitely a dungeon crawl. There's a decent enough dungeon crawl at work here, but like I said, some rough edges. Let's just dive in and we'll take a look at it together here. Let's see. How shall I address you? Call me by my name, sir. Let's click in the right box and type in Jeff. I'm playing it in this. I'm playing it in my OBS Studios because when you launch the game, it comes up with this giant white window. You can see all this white space over here. I can't even point it out to you without moving this. Here, can you see my mouse now? It doesn't show up, does it? The white space you can see to the right. When you launch the game, it actually does come up in a giant white box, and in the bottom left corner is a tiny window for the screen. So I've just adjusted it in OBS Studio so I can play directly there and see what the heck I'm doing. Jeff. Okay, here's the first thing that's kind of interesting. I gotta admit, I've never seen this in a roguelike before. You have an option as to what you're trying to do. Do you want to win or do you want to lose? I honestly don't know what the difference between those two things is. Let's try win for now. That seems like a fairly obvious goal. And here we go. Welcome to ARID, as you can see, no longer Happy Hunting. Version 0.16.56. Jude Hungerford, 2006. This is a 7-day roguelike. You would like to win. Happy Hunting. When I played the game the very first time when I launched it, it didn't give me that option. It just popped up with this screen after I typed in my name, and I was like, you would like to win? I was like, yeah, I guess. So we can press question mark for controls, and here's another thing I'll say right off the bat is a bit unpolished, and that's that there are a lot of controls on here that are not listed. For instance, pressing R, I can vouch for the fact that it brings up a command for read, but R is not listed here. Pressing Q is quaff for drink a potion. It's not listed here. So there's a few things, at least a few things that are not on this list that are in the game. That said, what is here seems to be working relatively well. We start off with health 100, offense 8, defense 4. I do love the fact that we can clearly see our combat stats right there. You press comma to pick something up, using the numpad to move, pick up a stone. Another thing that seems unpolished, I'll show you in a second. Unless, this is interesting. When there's more than one item in the square, you press pick up and it lets you target. Like I can press A to toggle on or off. Do I want that stone? Hit enter when you're happy. Pick it all up. It's kind of cool. Pick up the stone. And the usual staircase. The first level has, in all 3 of my games now, always had a bunch of stones laying around. I assume the stones are to throw at enemies, and that's one of the things that's kind of weird. I'll show you in a second. Comma. There's a staircase down. Good, we're finding a weapon early. I didn't find a weapon early in all my other games. Oh, we're finding lots of stuff. A club. Now to equip something, you press E for equip, and it shows you a list of your various places on your body you can equip. Let's say our right hand, so press C. What do you want to equip in the right hand? Is G. And there you go. You can see we have a club now. And our offense has climbed from 8 to 11. So that's pretty clear. I like the fact that it's nice and clear as to what, at least I don't know what the numbers do specifically, but I can clearly see an increase. I know for a fact I'm better off with the club than without. Comma. Let's pick up that. Let's press E. What was our defense before? 4. So let's equip the felt hat on our head. I don't know if you can equip it on your feet. I'm not going to experiment with that right now. And there you see we got 1 defense out of that. Let's take the convenient staircase right here. Usual greater than and less than sign. These are rats. I've only seen 3 enemies so far, but I haven't played that deep. I'm not sure what all these W's, incidentally. If you look to the right of the screen, you can see the previous messages. For instance, at the far right of the screen, next to a staircase leading down, there's a W. Next to you pick up the felt hat, there's a W. I don't know what that means. You can kill with bump to attack. Let's do that with this rat. This is attack to the north. With our club, we killed it pretty easily. Interesting. And it's dead. It must have been standing in the wall or something. Let's kill this one. Now, that's two rats dead. That's interesting, the fact that one of them was in the wall, apparently. It's perhaps a little glitch in the game, I'm not sure. Now, with this goblin charging down on us, in my first many games, I didn't find equipment right away. I was naked and barehanded, and I managed to kill the goblins nonetheless for a little while, but they were doing some serious damage, and there was no immediate way to heal. There is later on, I can vouch for, having played a little further. But my obvious choice, therefore, is throw stones at them, keep them at a distance. What else are the stones for? So let's try that by pressing T for throw. Throw which item? Let's say a stone. And now you get this little cursor that you can line up. Let me try pressing, I've been pressing enter. Maybe if I press period? Maybe period. You throw the stone misses the goblin. Yeah. Let's try that again. At the goblin. At least it lands on the floor. You can theoretically pick it up again if you want to. You throw the stone misses the goblin. C. You throw the stone misses the goblin. D. You throw the stone. Oh, the stone hits the goblin. Okay, I was about to rest my case. I played 2 previous games of this and threw fucking stones at everything. And never once did I hit. I thought there's an obvious unpolished thing that's literally you cannot hit things with thrown items. Apparently you can. Very, very rarely. As you saw there, it was, well, even if you took this game as the definitive explanation as to how often stones hit. So far, our answer is 25% of the time. Not very often. But I can tell you, I threw at least 8 or 9 stones in other games that always missed. Let's finish him in melee combat if we can. Alright, we got him. Let's pick up our... Well, now that we know that they do something, let's at least pick them up. They're not very effective, but they're better than nothing, I suppose. Theoretically, I don't know if that damaged him or not. No way to tell. Interesting, we can go back up. Didn't occur to me to do that. Back up at a different... Does this bring us back to the same map? Or is it a... Yeah, it's the same map, okay. Just wasn't sure. You can see our old where we used to know ourselves to be. That was kind of interesting. Let's go down here again. So again, not sure the objective, but we are clearly descending into an earthen maze. The brown walls here. Presumably continuing to go down will yield results eventually. If you're hearing any banging around my house, I mentioned yesterday there was, what sounded like hail on my roof. It's because there were people working on the roof. I live in a row of townhouses, and next door, let's throw a stone at them. Next door was apparently missed. Was apparently working on the roof, and nobody had told us. So, like, why is there clatter on my roof? So if you're hearing banging right now, they're back at work. I can hear them thudding around atop me. Let's go downstairs. Another rat. Let's press period to pass return period. No, P to pause. There you go. Oh, he came out of diagonal. There, he came out of the wall again. I'm not sure if that's a function of rats that can walk through walls. Maybe. That'd be kind of interesting. Maybe it's not a glitch. Let's throw a stone because it seems prudent in theory. Comma to pick up. Oh, there was coincidentally a stone already there. There's a golden staircase down. That's interesting. I wonder what that means. I did take staircases beyond this level last time. It might lead to a level where you can find healing potions to heal up. Let's take the rat skin jacket. Let's equip on our torso. Let's try on our right. Let's try on our left hand, out of curiosity. A rat skin jacket. Oh, you can do it. I don't think it's a good idea. I'm going to unequip it, okay? Let's try. Oh, can I? How do I unequip? Shit. I didn't mean to goof around, guys. I'm sorry. How do I unequip? Maybe let's try equip again. Equip. I want to try and win the game. I mean, that was our objective after. Okay, I just pressed equip D and it automatically unequipped. Okay. Torso. Well, let's actually see. What is our defense is 5. Equip D, rat skin jacket. Our defense does climb. So apparently you can equip the damn thing anywhere you want. That's... Well, for now, let's equip it properly for now. But if we find a second one, let's put it on our head or something, rather than the felt hat. Equip D. No, we don't want that. Equip, B. A rat skin jacket. There we go. So we are defense 8. Okay, give us 3 defense. That's good. Another club. You know what? Let's get it. Let's equip it in our other hand. Let's dual wield, man. Equip D. I. Our offense did indeed climb. Okay, we can dual wield. That's kind of neat. Rat skin shoes. Might as well take them. Equip E. I. But if we find another jacket, let's throw it on our head or our feet or something and see if the shoes and the hat only did 1 point each. Let's go down to the next level here. Okay, yeah. So the golden staircase leads down to this level. As you can see, you follow the winding staircase leading down to the triangular room. And the triangular room I was here last time contained a bunch of items, including healing potions, and no enemies. Let's pick up the stones because we assume we know what they do. And healing potions. Now, the healing potions don't heal much. They only heal 6 hit points every time you use them, as far as I can tell. But the good news is, I'll show you in a second. Pick up a stone. Pick up a stone. It was a triangular room last time, too, so this is obviously a pre-made level. Might not have quite looked like this, though. I don't remember this little teapot handle off to the side. You can incidentally scroll the screen. If you press the capital or Shift M. Shift M? Shift M lets you then scroll the screen around, as you can see. And if you press Escape, it goes back. Kind of cool. Nice to have that feature. A lot of games don't have that feature. Let's go downstairs. A staircase leading down to the Earthen Dungeon. I didn't see where we were before. It looks like the Stone Dungeon is where we were before, maybe. I'm not sure. No. Sorry, Windows command just popped up because I was holding down the Shift key that long, I guess. Alright. Alright. Let me take a sip of coffee and let's continue exploring the Earthen Dungeon. Forgive me if you hear a clatter as my cup scrapes across the microphone. Look at that skill. Didn't touch the microphone once. Alright. Up we go. The save game feature does work, by the way. Control Q to quit and save does indeed work. Or Shift Q, pardon me. I can say for a fact works. Let's take it. Let's equip that on our head. Where's my thing? Uh-oh. Guys, where's my thing? Can I scroll this down? No. Do I need to drop some stuff? No. What if I drop a stone? Will that open up so I can see better what I'm carrying? It did, but I'm carrying too many goddamn stones. Let's drop some of these damn stones. Until we see some stuff. Alright, there we go. Let's equip on our head a rat skin jacket. Apparently you can't on your head. You can in your left hand. You can't on your head. Let's try our feet. Drop L. Drop L. Equip on our feet. A rat skin jacket. Did that work? Nope. You can in your hand, but not in your feet or head. Okay, well, fair enough. To be honest, that's good news. That means the game is working as intended, mostly. So let's put the felt hat back on. On our feet, let's put back on the shoes. Let's keep the jacket for now, because we can use it as a shield, apparently, essentially. Let's just leave the stones there. I don't want to be having to deal with that crap forever. I didn't see a way to scroll the inventory, did you? Previous. Okay, next and more. Okay, next more is equals, previous is minus. Let's actually pick some of this stuff back up and see if we can cycle through our inventory with that. All right, let's go to I and press equals. Okay, yeah, so that toggles it. There you go. It's like a browse in whatever the frick that game was, Moria. It goes to the next page. All right, there we go. Good to know. That's a good thing. As you can see, this dungeon level, the Earthen Dungeon level, this is as far as I made it in my previous game before I said it. Let me go start recording because I thought I had the gist of it. Let's throw a damn stone at him. Let's miss him. Alright, now let's hit him with a club. Bunch of clubs. Pick our stone back up. Oh, you can see the earthen level is far bigger than the previous levels we explored. It's kind of cool. It takes a lot of effort, I'll be honest. Like, multiple key presses to throw a stone, only to know you're going to miss like drastically high quantities of time. As you can see, we haven't hit once since that one time we hit. We haven't hit again. And if it does, it's not like it's an instant kill or anything. It just maybe hurts him a little. I don't know. It's a lot of effort to throw a stone that does so little. I will, as always, include a link to the game in the description below. You can find the current version of the game. The current version being possibly the 7-day roguelike version. I'm not sure. Well, 0.16.56, I guess, or whatever the hell it was. I mean, definitely a passable. In terms of just pure dungeon crawl, it's got everything you kind of want. It's obviously got at least one area where you can use the rat skin jacket as a shield, unless it wasn't meant to be an error. Maybe you meant it actually as a shield. I don't know. You know, some of the commands are missing from. There's another golden staircase. I guess we're going to another re-equip level. Maybe. Yeah, we went to the triangular room. We go into the circular room or the square room next. It'd be kind of neat. Let's explore this full level first, in case there's anything we want or need. Certainly there's a, maybe not a super in-depth, but definitely a, so far at least that I've experienced, a qualified dungeon crawl roguelike. It's got procedurally generated levels, including some larger ones. They're nice enough. The level generator's not bad. I don't think I need a third club. The level generator's not bad at all. A few minor bugs or unpolished bits we've seen. Like I said, a few things missing from the options menu, and the fact that you can perhaps use rat skin jackets in unintended ways. Let's pick up another stone for no reason. Why the fuck we want all these stones? Monster would have to be like 30 squares away for me to throw all these stones at it. Can I? I guess I can. I can try it from here. Throw J. Period. Throw M. Period. I'm gonna sneeze. Mother of pearl. Sorry about that. Alright, let's go kill him hand to hand, because fuck throwing stones. Why even pick them up? Fuck stones. Let's use our Shift M to look around and see if we've missed anything here. Alright, up to the left, are we good? I think that's the level. Let's find that golden staircase. Where was it? Somewhere to our right. Where the hell was it? Let me use my Shift M again to find it. That's the staircase back up. Oh, come on now. I don't even see it. It's possible there's a dead body atop it. Oh, there it is. I may be the most unobservant human you'll ever meet. Okay. You follow the winding staircase leading down to the open room. Alright, there you go. And a bunch of more healing potions. Let's grab up all those. I don't want more stones. I don't like stones. They piss me off. I'm assuming those are stones, yeah. They take too much effort to try and throw, and they don't hit. Just a big square room. That's kind of cool. That's everything. That's all the healing potions. Haven't had to use one once yet. We're doing alright. Well, compared to what I did before. Hey, a nice color palette change. It's kind of neat. Walls are green now. You follow the winding staircase down to the dank pit. Alright, let's get some new armor here. What is this? A lizard skin jacket. Heck yeah. Let's grab that up. Let's equip on our torso. Okay, let's equip on our torso again. Press equals to go to the next page. A lizard skin jacket. Alright. Sure, our defense went up there. I did encounter a centipede on that previous to the open room in my previous game. I encountered a centipede, so I know there's at least a third enemy. I'm sure there's more than that, but for sure there's at least that. This is kind of neat, actually. I mean, it's very simple and straightforward as far as I can tell so far, but I'm enjoying. Okay, simple mechanic of finding new items and the fact that you're going in different areas and they have a different feel based on the color and description. It's a very rudimentary thing, but I can't deny I'm enjoying that. Let's equip. We got it. Yeah, let's equip. In our left hand equals a rusty sword. And our offense has climbed again. Still stone. Stone mace. Alright, let's get that. Can we equip that? Or is that purely, can we throw a stone mace? Let's try equipping a stone mace. Alright, our offense went up again. Stone mace and a rusty sword. Iron helm, heck yeah. Equip. On our head. An iron helm. M. Okay, man, our attack and defense are climbing. I like it. We got one of those already. Unless we want to carry it in our hand, there's no point in picking that up. I assume. I don't want to keep testing. Different places to put it. Club we don't need. Oops. Throw a stone. What else are they good for? Oh, I hit him. Pick it back up for no reason. Oh, new monster, a beast. Alright. Not knowing anything about how deep this game goes, what level of monsters I'll face, I shouldn't feel any level of confidence, but for some reason I do. I feel a weird confidence that we're going to win it here on our first real try. Probably an unearned confidence. Like I said, I know nothing about it, so how the hell do I know how well I'm doing? I just feel confident. Yeah, we hit him. It's not even hitting us. That's alright. There is a look command, by the way. Press L. You can look around and see what these things are. There's also an examine command. I mentioned earlier some rough edges. Like you press examine, it's like X. Whoops, pardon me. No, V, pardon me. V, examine which item. Let's say K. It doesn't do anything. Again, you can see letters over to the right of the screen. I don't know what those letters represent. You examined the 17 times potions of healing. You can see there, but it didn't tell us anything. So I think it's an incomplete feature is my guess. Something that was never quite implemented. You haven't hit us since we got this new armor. Keep stockpiling the potions of healing, then that's good. Oh, quit banging on my roof, people. Equip on our feet. Equals. Equals again. Lizard skin boots. Yeah, they literally haven't hit us since we got our defense up. Can't complain. Oh, stone adze. The only other place I've seen an adze as a weapon is in my own game, Caverns of Zascasian 2. It's an improvised, a low-level improvised axe. Here's one here. I've never seen one in another game before. Can we examine it? It's not going to help us, is it? Let's try equipping it. We have 18 right now, so instead of the stone mace, let's try the stone adze. Oh, yeah, worked out quite well. Now, alright, let's just keep that, I guess. I think the mace only brought us up by 1 as far as I can tell. Well, it got us a little bit there, so they can still hit us in theory. What are you? A giant lizard. Let's throw a stone at you. Of course it missed him. Alright, that was easy enough. Yeah, the mazes are definitely getting bigger, and I like the layout. The dungeons are decently designed here. Again, sorry for the noise, man. I don't know what the fuck they're doing on my roof. It's just they're going crazy. They're building a new house on top of me or something. What are you? Another rusty sword. Let's pick it up. Let's try equipping it instead of the ads. Is it better or worse? It's worse. Doesn't seem to be any experience in this game. It's purely about your equipment. As far as I can tell, that's alright. As a general rule, it's not my main preference in a game, but it works alright in some games. I have no qualms about it when it's designed as such. It can work certainly well. In many ways, it makes more sense to me in game design because it means that monsters are purely an obstacle and a foe. They're not a resource to be utilized, which from a dungeon delving perspective makes more sense. But that said, I just have a preference for maybe just out of years and years of D&D and shit. I just have a preference for games where you gain experience as you go. Let's go down to the next level. Saw some stairs somewhere. I know I did. How we doing for time? We got 4 more minutes. We're calling this an episode. Looks like we're gonna have a 2-parter here. I'm enjoying this. It's all right. Not a bad dungeon crawl. We're down to the next level. Why didn't I look to see what weapon this was? Club. 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 Giant centipede. Oh, I found one of these. We found one of these much earlier in the game last time I played. Oh, and another giant lizard as well. Still haven't needed to rely on a health potion. I mean, I guess I could. We don't get health from any other source. Let's use one. In case we meet a monster that starts tearing us down. Let's try Quaff. K. As you can see, we gained 6. Quaff. K. Quaff. K. Quaff. K. And that'll be it. Iron Helm. I mean, if we've already got the equipment, there are spells allegedly. If you look here, you can see you can press Shift Z to cast a spell. If I press it right now, it's nothing. That may mean that spells haven't been implemented in the game, or it may mean that you have to find them eventually. So for that reason, it might be wise to explore the whole level anyway. But then again, we're just losing health that we can't regenerate. And as far as I can tell, we've got the best equipment. We're gonna metal shield. So, shut my mouth. I could use the metal shield. Fuck that. I like my high offense. I like my dual wielding. It's kind of neat. You can dual wield. Not many games allow you to do that. So there are some definite aspects of this game that are cool and that stand out. That being one of them. I like the ease of equipping items too. You just go to E and slot it in. It's kind of nice. The ease of removing items. There's not like some special key binding for take off and put on. This way it makes more sense. What do we got? More of those. More of those. More of that. You know what? Actually, they have been having trouble hitting me. Why don't I really ensure they have trouble hitting me? Maybe I will try for a while. I'll try the equip D. What does that put us down to? Let's put it back for a second, just see if we can see how much we're losing. So we are losing quite a bit of offense. Maybe I will leave it on. Alright, this is it. When we kill this guy, we're done. Hit him a little bit. I think in my first game I tried equipping a stone. I think I did. I don't remember that for sure. So I don't think you can do that. Oh, I know I said we were ending it. We still got 30 seconds or 20 seconds according to my calculations here. Oh, we're going down to another. Let's finish this level then. We'll finish this level. We'll head down to the next level where we can gather shit, and that is where we'll call it. I promise you. Might as well just flesh it out. Again, not knowing if there are... We lost 1 health to that rat, of all things. Not knowing if there are things to pick up. Like, I don't even know if there's a point in continuing to explore. Although I said that before, and then we found the metal shield. It appears that monsters don't regenerate, which I like. Not a big fan of monsters regenerating in levels, although some games required. I understand that. Some games are meant to grind. But especially where monsters are not a resource. I could be wrong. They might be regenerating. I don't know. There's a helicopter out my window right now. Very slim possibility my friends are in that helicopter. I shot a film called Code 8, well, I guess it was 1.5 years ago. It's not out yet, but they were yesterday coincidentally out in a helicopter flying around Toronto getting aerial shots, so I don't know if they're still doing that today. It might have been their helicopter. Alright, a staircase leading down to the Abomination's lair. Actually, I'm guessing we're getting close to the end, but nonetheless, we're going to call it right here. That's going to be it. I'll quit and save. I'll be back shortly. We'll continue the game. Control Q. No, Shift Q. There you go. Talk to you soon. Hey, we're back, guys, and here's what I was telling you about. Quit and save the game, and it's still like, how shall I address you? Let's fuck with it. Call me Tommy. Oh, I gotta type in the right window. Where's the right window? Here it is. Let me move this window down so I can do this. Tommy. Call me Tommy. Oh no! Let's close this before it saves. I hope that didn't fuck up the game. Let's close. Alright, let's try that again. Sorry about that. See if we can get the game running again. See, as you can see, it's just saying how now. Let's try Jeff. Let's try typing in the correct window. Please let this work. Okay. Alright, so officially, word of warning, guys. When it says, how shall I address you, you better type in the same goddamn name you used in your previous game or you are not getting back in. That's interesting, isn't it? You think it's possible that... I mentioned the very first game I played today. It didn't ask me if you want to win or lose. Here's my best guess. I must have, when I downloaded the game, checked to see if the game worked. Fired it up. It said, how do you want to be addressed? I typed in Jeff, hit enter, and then shift quit out of it. And that was as far as I went. So when I started a new game this morning, I wasn't starting a new game. When I typed in Jeff again, I was loading my old game without even realizing I had an old game. I think that's the only explanation I have as to why it didn't say, you know, do you want to win or lose? All right, let's start exploring the Abomination's lair. You think that's the Abomination? If it's a quick end to the game and we just, like, this is the end of it, I'll be really annoyed that I, let's try V. No, we don't have V. We want an L. That is an abomination, if not the abomination. I don't know. Let's try throwing spells at it. Or throwing spells. Throwing stones. Maybe spells didn't get implemented. Period. Throw. A red X, red capital X, was Ascasian in the very, very earliest versions of captains as Ascasian. I threw a club at it. So apparently you can throw more than just, let's throw another club at it. Let's throw more stones because they're here. Alright, guys. Wish us luck. Damn it, he's hitting us too. Let's keep an eye on our health. Let's go back upstairs, where we will use... Oh, look at that. The monsters do stop chasing you as soon as they lose the line of sight. So we can stand here and quaff all of our remaining health potions. Or as many as we need. Probably all. And maybe that'll be enough to get us a victory in this game. Wouldn't that be cool? I love it when I get a chance to win. I don't often get a chance to win these games. That's it, right? That appears to be it. Quaff. Nope, that's all. Alright, we have 88 health. And we have nowhere to go except for here. So it really comes down to, can we kill it? We did! If there's any more of those things, we're fucked. Maybe that's the end of it. Let's pick everything back up, just in case. Oops, I'm pressing P, period. I meant to press comma. I want to pick up his corpse. Can we do that? We picked up the corpse. Let's bring it as a trophy. A staircase leading down to the Happy Hunting Ground, hence the game's title. So again, I'm sure ARID is Happy Hunting Ground. And that's the end. We won the fucking game, guys. We did it. I'm pretty impressed with that. I mean, allegedly. I guess making it to the Happy Hunting Ground is your objective. So there you go. We, without a manual, learned what the game's objective is. Get down to whatever level that was. Reach the Happy Hunting Ground, past the Abomination. You know what? I mean, it's not a very in-depth game. How many enemy types do we have? We had a rat, we had a goblin, we had a centipede, we had a beast, we had an abomination, we had an L. What the hell was an L? Whatever an L was, we had one of those. Looks like six enemies that I can think of. Maybe 4 different weapons, right? A club, an adze, a mace, and a rusty sword. You know, you have hats, boots, shields, and breastplates that come in rat, lizard, and that's about it. Form, metal. So not a lot of content, but you know what? A straightforward dungeon crawl, and I don't mind it. As far as dungeon crawls go, it's winnable in a single sitting. We could have done that in we should have done that in a single video. Perhaps I'll parse this together into one video. I will, as a matter of fact. So when you hear me retroactively, when you hear me say I'm going to leave now, I'm not really leaving. I'm actually just going to stitch these together with the other video. That's about it. That's Happy Hunting Ground /ARID. I will include a link. Check it out. It's, like I said, it's very, very, very limited in terms of its content. It definitely seems like it was meant to be more. I mean, the title alone, another roguelike in development, says that. The fact that it says you can cast spells, but you can't find a spell to cast, as far as we can tell, would certainly indicate that. But overall, not a bad little dungeon crawl. At least a good start to a game. Probably a good end to a game, because it was a 2006 roguelike, and it's 12 years later, and it's still in this state. But this state is playable. It's worthwhile. Check it out. All right, guys, I'm done. I'll talk to you later. I got a call back this afternoon. Wish me break a leg. I could use this job. Bye.